Going back to another video, ladies and gents. It is your boy JNRKK Roll. Today we are rebuilding the Houston Texans, and as we know, in real life, the Texans just lost to the Panthers on Thursday. Well, yeah, to the Panthers on Thursday. Deshaun Watson has been sitting out, and Tyrod Taylor got injured, so they have Davis Mills as their QB1. But in this franchise, though, in this rebuild, we're definitely going to keep Deshaun Watson because the Texans are already a mess. And we have a good running back core here. We have a good amount of running backs. Receivers aren't too bad either. I feel like Madden simulation is going to do them justice, but it's not going to do them. It won't do them justice in real life. So I'm thinking like, because the D-line is atrocious, corners are whatever. They're not too crazy. So I feel like we should try to target for a down year. Maybe go for a down year, because if we like trade back, or if we trade for like trade away like our top pieces, maybe, because we have a couple picks, but we could definitely use more. And so Deshaun Watson is the future of this team. So I'm thinking if we trade away some of our best players so we could really rebuild this team, then I think that could turn out to be very well. It'll turn out to help us out. So let's take a look, see what players we could kind of get rid of. So Brandon Cooks, we take a penalty, so we're keeping him for the season. Philip Lindsay's all right. Justin Reed is young, so I want to keep him. Same with Desmond King, to be honest. Rest of these guys here, Marcus Cannon, we could maybe like either remove him, trade him, because he's about $7 million, or we could keep him for the season. And everyone else, really, the contracts aren't too crazy for the rest of these guys here, so it's actually not too bad. So we're gonna leave the team just as it is for right now, simp through this first season, and see what we can do. All right, so we ended up going 7-10, bottom of our division, of course. So we ended up winning 7 games. Not too bad, not too bad. But let's see how we did statistically before we move on. So stats and rewards. So Sam Darnold did turn up for them. Our offense was 14th. Deshaun Watson had 4K passing yards, but only 26 passing touchdowns. And our defense was 24th. Deshaun Watson, 26 touchdowns, 17 picks. Not good. Running backs did just okay. You know, it's a good core we have here. So we have a lot of guys here. Receiving, Danny Amendola was our leading receiver, surprisingly. Defense, we got 9.5 sacks from Whitney Merciless, but that's just about it. And interceptions, we had a good amount, but nothing too crazy. So a down year, of course. So we're gonna simp to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is Chiefs Panthers, so it'll be Sam Darnold versus Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs ended up winning 45-20. Mahomes won Super Bowl MVP. Nick Chubb won NFL MVP. Matt Rule won Coach of the Year. Justin Fields won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Jamin Davis won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Pretty nice. And Khalil Mack won Defensive Player of the Year, while Alvin Kamara won Offensive Player of the Year. Pretty nice. And so now we're here in the re-signing period. See what players that are going to be worth re-signing. Whitney Merciless did have 9.5 sacks, so I think that's pretty. Got to respect that. Desmond King, superstar corner. I think he deserves to be back onto the team. So we're gonna give him a nice little deal, $6 million salary with a $6 million signing bonus. I think that's pretty nice. We get him back, so we just locked down a solid corner. Philip Lindsay, he had an okay season. You know, I'll give him this deal. So we give Philip Lindsay his deal. Justin Reed is another one of our guys that we have to keep long term. He's young. He's only 25, so we gotta definitely keep him around, which we do. We got Mark Ingram and David Johnson, who we're both going to let go. Anthony Miller, one of our younger receivers. We're going to try to keep him around. We do. We got Justin Bray, we're going to let go. Christian Kirksey, we're going to let go. Whitney Merciless. A lot of these guys here. Vernon Hargreaves, I think I want to keep him around. I think he's pretty solid for us, so we'll keep Vernon Hargreaves around. Joey Sly, our kicker, might as well, because I don't want to keep dealing with not having a kicker. We got Camu Cruz-Hill as one of our middle linebackers in the middle. He thinks free agency will be better, so we're going to let him go. Rest of these guys here, it's a lot of backups on this team, but we're going to let them go, though. All right, so we have a lot. We have about $40 million available. We have to pick up some players for sure. Devontae Adams is a free agent, so the Packers did not end up re-signing him. So that could be one of our moves to get. We get a top-tier receiver, but for right now, we got to focus on the D-line for sure. For now, we're just going to sign Takk McKinley. He'll just be our backup. Takk McKinley as a backup. Left outside linebacker, we only have Kevin Pierre-Louis. Middle linebacker, we do not have anyone, but we could sign Keanu Neal. He fits the scheme, and he's a pass coverage middle linebacker, so I think that'd be pretty solid for us. So we pick him. Oh, so we're gonna send him an offer. Right outside linebacker, we have Zach Cunningham, who's pretty solid, so we're good there. Corners, we're just okay, nothing too crazy. I mean, I feel like going for someone. Maybe we could draft someone. Honestly, drafting someone could also help us out. Strong safety, I'm okay with too. So now we can go to the offense. So we just have Deshaun and Davis Mills. Running back, we just have Philip Lindsay, but we can also draft someone, so I'm not worried about that. Tight end, we just have Brevin Jordan, that rookie that we like. So we're gonna sign Dalton Schultz to give Watson another option. Offensive line, I think it's time we start trying to make moves for it. So Patrick McCarry, we could try to sign him. So we sign Patrick McCarry, and then right guard, we just have Justin McCray. So we're gonna see if we could sign someone. We could go Trey Turner, but he's asking for a lot. So I think we'll give Forrest Lamp one of those prove it deals. You know, so if he performs well, then he gets re-signed. Right tackle, we do not have anyone, so we're gonna have to sign Isaiah Wilson. Or no, we're gonna have to probably draft someone, or maybe even sign like a left tackle, move him to the right side, something like that. That might have to be the case. But in center, McCarry's there. D-line, I feel like definitely needs an upgrade, and we're gonna see what it looks like after we advance past this first. So we ended up getting a new middle linebacker, a center, a tight end, and a right guard. Perfect. We're still looking for a right end, so I think it's time we take a look at that. Devontae Adams is still sitting here as a free agent, so right end, we probably could go with Randy Gregory, but he is a lot of cap. So we have Shaq Lawson as well, who's a younger option. We're gonna withdraw our offer from Tag McKinley. I want to get someone that's younger though, so maybe we go for D-line in the draft, and then take a hit on our outside linebackers for now. But we could sign like Kamal Martin to be a backup for us, one of our younger guys, and then we could also sign Kaiser. We could draft the middle linebacker too, which is always an option. And then corners is another thing we could shore up as well too. And I want to give Devontae an offer, but I just feel like it's not reasonable, because I feel like he's like, what, 27, 28 right now, so it's like, oh, he's 29. I know he's very solid though. He's very solid, but it wouldn't be reasonable giving him an offer, considering that we need more cap. So let's advance to next week, see if we get these other guys. So we end up getting Kamal Martin as the backup middle linebacker. Perfect. And then free agency is done with, so the rest of those guys did not sign with us. So our top needs are offensive line and D-line. So let's start drafting. We have the 9th pick in the draft. So let's advance to that, see if there's a right end or a tackle available. Since we're here now, let's go by scouted. So left tackles, they have a kid named Carl Fryer. He's an early second rounder. We could pick him up potentially. Right tackle, there's nothing good. Right guard, they have a kid named Brian Randolph, who's a late first rounder. Center, they have a kid named Dexter Wolf. D-line, they have a kid named Ben Calloway, who's a run stopper. He's a mid first rounder. Doesn't look too bad. We might end up picking him up. We also have some D tackles. We have Lamar Henderson. There's a lot of good D tackles. I'm not really worried about that position. I'm gonna go with Ben Calloway. He's 74 overall. He'll help us out on the D line for now. And then in the second round, hopefully we could get that left tackle. That would be perfect. So then we could shore up that side by starting that young dude. Go by scouted. Left tackle. He's not there anymore. It's unfortunate. So now we're still in the second round here. So we have a left outside linebacker here in Christian Horn. And corners, we could get a corner here in Earl Reddick. He's a mid first rounder. That wouldn't be too bad for us. We also have a strong safety here in Broderick York, and that could work too. So let's go with Broderick York. He's 73 overall. He'll be our starter over Lonnie Johnson. And then we'll go into the third round. Third round now. Here we are. We could go for a receiver. I just want to see if there's any like first round talent still available. There's a tight end here, even though we just signed one. They also have another receiver here too. I think we should focus put an emphasis on the D-line because we need to constantly generate pressure. So we have a kid named Ernest McAllister. We'll pick him up. He's a 72 overall, not too bad. And we'll leave the rest of the draft up to the CPU and go on with this next year of this rebuild. All right, so after getting Broderick York, Ben Callaway, McAllister, we showed up some more offensive linemen. Not too bad. I still feel like we might have to throw in a trade there for a tackle. That's okay, though, because it's still a position of need for sure. So that's what we'll do. And let's go hop on the trade center, see if we could go for some a young offensive tackle, because that would benefit us a lot. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below what other teams you want to see me read. We're going to try to use a 4. See if anyone has some like backup left tackle somewhere. Like a backup left tackle. If not, we could go shooting for a right tackle. But for right now, we are looking for the right tackle position. Okay, you know what? Let's go straight up with a right tackle. See if that changes anything. Maybe we could try to get McGlinchey, but they say it needs significantly more value. A second for McGlinchey goes through. So we get our new right tackle. Not too bad, I'd say. Not too bad. We do need a new left guard, though, or a new left outside linebacker. But I think we'll be all right for right now. Offensive line is not too bad now since we got since we picked up Mike McGlinchey. So we got some good tackles. D-line still needs a little bit of work, but we're gonna let it be for right now. I like our middle linebackers though. Corners are not too bad either. Safeties, we got our new guy. We got Eric Murray taking a lot of money. First off, Eric Murray is taking so much money, and I want to take a look at what his salary is like, because he's gonna be our 3rd string safety, and he's taking up that much money. That's crazy. Eric Murray, wow, he really is taking up that much money. So I want Lonnie Johnson to be our backup. So Eric Murray's gonna have to get to stepping. So let's go to the trade center. See if we could maybe pick up a pick for Lonnie. That'd be pretty nice. Oh no, not Lonnie, Eric Murray. If Eric Murray has any value anywhere. I don't want to just cut him, but we might just have to just cut him. So I'm gonna try to just throw up. Wait, did they say Stephon Diggs at 99? Wow. Maybe we could trade for a receiver and Gabriel Davis. Maybe this would go through. Nah, they don't want to. They're like, no, we're good. We're good on that. How about we go for a draft pick? We go for a 5th rounder for Eric Murray. Oh, they wouldn't even be able to afford him. None of these teams could afford him. Chargers could. He'll be a backup to Derwin James. Not too bad. How about a 7th of next year? Just so we can get something from it. Bet. Alright, so we just freed up some cap for the next offseason. And so let's see how this team performs with these new pieces on the team. Maybe we'll do better than 7-10. So we ended up going 9-8, an upgrade from last season for sure. We ended up going 9-8, which is a really nice look. So excuse me on that. So let's take a look how we did statistically. Of course, our offense was 9th. Deshaun Watson was 6th in passing yards. He had 33 touchdowns. And our defense was 19th, so better than last year. 30 touchdowns, 14 picks for Deshaun Watson. 1,000 yards and 10 TDs for Phillip Lindsay. Pretty solid. Nico Collins, one of our sleeper receivers, he had 1,100 yards and 9 TDs. Phillip Lindsay, well, our 2nd leading receiver on the team, with 873 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. So we used them a lot. That's nice. Keanu Neal led our team in tackles, had 1 sack and 3 picks. Ben Callaway led our team in sacks with 7.5. And then we had a good amount of interceptions all over the board, but nothing too crazy. So we went 9-8, which is better than our 7-10 season. So not too bad, not too bad. Now we can try to take a look at who made like the Pro Bowl for our team and see like who deserves to like get their spot. You know what I'm saying? Like who else do we need to like work on? So if we take a look at the Pro Bowl roster, Super Bowl this year is Patriots and Seahawks. Deshaun Watson made the Pro Bowl, pretty nice. Phillip Lindsay surprisingly did not make it. Nico Collins did, so he definitely deserved his spot for sure. No one else from our offensive line. Defense, none of our guys made it. Yeah, none of our guys made it. But Deshaun Watson and Nico Collins made it. So we got a new gem on our team with Nico Collins then. And I think it's time to get rid of Brandon Cooks most likely. So, and the Seahawks beat the Patriots 35-16. Chris Carson won Super Bowl MVP. Patty Mahomes won NFL MVP. Not too bad. Mike McCarthy won Coach of the Year. So, we have to re-sign players. So our team is getting better, for sure. We're going to definitely let Brandon Cooks go. Mike McGlinchey, we're going to have to re-sign, though. That's our rock at the tackle position. I think it only makes sense that we do. So we get our right tackle back. Brandon Cooks, we're letting go. Jimmy Moreland's a 73 now, and he's 28, so we're going to let him go. Joey Sly, though, he's been playing pretty solid, so and he's upgraded, so we'll re-sign him. Terrence Mitchell will let go. Charles Omenihu, we're going to re-sign him. I feel like he's progressing nicely, so we give him like $5 million to prove himself. Jordan Jenkins, we keep him around as a backup, you know, but he wants to test free agency. That's fine. Forrest Lamp, I think he held it down for us. I mean, Philip Lindsay had almost 2,000 yards of scrimmage, so we're going to re-sign him. Lonnie Johnson as our backup safety. We're going to re-sign him. He'll be number 1 in the back. Titus Howard, our left guard. He changed the left guard for some reason, which is pretty weird. He was a tackle before, but we re-signed him. Max Sharping as one of our other guards. We could re-sign him as well. We get him back. Kevin Pierre-Louis, we're letting you go. The rest of those guys we're letting go. So we have about $36 million to work with in free agency, which is looking pretty solid. So our top needs is a left outside linebacker and a corner. We only have 2 active corners, so we're in the market for one. But ooh, I see that Tyreek Hill is a free agent. Tyreek Hill and Quentin Nelson. We have a kid named Thurston too. So we got a lot of gems here that we could go after. Left outside linebacker is a huge need for us too. But we look for pass coverage left outside linebacker, so we're probably going to try to get a pass rusher if anything. And we could get a Corey Littleton. Or we could just sign Anthony Nelson to be like a backup speed rusher. So we could do that. Corners. So since corners is a huge need, Marcus Peters is an 88 overall. He wants 1 year, $15 million. We cannot do that. But Sean Murphy-Bunting, I'll definitely give him an offer. Sean Murphy-Bunting, we can give him an offer. Our strong safety York is chilling there too. Quarterbacks, Deshaun, not going anywhere. Running backs, we could sign Jamal Williams just to have that good solid duo in the back, just in case Philip Lindsay gets hurt. Receivers, Marcus Valdes-Scantling just made the Pro Bowl, so we could pick him up. Tyreek Hill would be an amazing fit for us, Deshaun and Tyreek. But we need funds, and we're going to just give Marcus Valdes-Scantling a deal. He just made the Pro Bowl too, so that's not too bad to try to pick him up. And the offensive line, I want to try for Quentin Nelson, even though I doubt it's going to go through, and we don't have the funds, so might as well just leave it at that. Because the offensive line is getting progressive. It is getting better, for sure. So I'm just going to sign John Halapio, just on the backup deal. Right guard is Forrest Lamp. And David Castro's a free agent. Right tackle is McGlinchey. D-line is getting better. We could sign... Apparently, Cleveland Farrell is getting interest from the Packers, which makes no sense because he did nothing. But, you know, that's none of my concern. But we could sign Alton Robinson just to back up our rookie or our second-year player now. Pick him up. Maybe sign... since I like Matthew Ioannidis, I feel like he performs really well. So I want to give him a 2-year deal, but he's already got a lot of interest from top teams. So it's like, at this point, it's like we might as well just keep our guys there who was there before. And then just sign like Justin Zimmer just to back it up. Because I'm pretty sure we're like a 3-4 defense. Not too sure. But then we leave it at that. And left us linebacker is like our biggest need still. So it's still one of our biggest needs. I'm going to go to adjust our lineup. See if we could like shift around our team maybe. Figure out what the scheme is looking like. I'm not too mad about the offensive line though. We could change our offense to a vertical power run. A vertical power run wouldn't be too bad. And our Tampa 2 defense, we could just change ourselves to like a 4-6. I think that just works perfectly. change our defense to 4-6, maybe get more pressure. And then this guy, Keanu Neal here. Left outside linebacker definitely needs an upgrade though, so we're gonna have to try for that. And maybe get another D lineman. Yeah, D lineman is definitely needed. So let's advance past this week of free agency. So we got Halepio Williams and Sean Murphy Bunting. So we got our new corner. Marquez Valdez-Scantling rejected us, surprisingly. We gave him a lot of money, and he wants to reject us. We did pick up a new corner, though, with Sean Murphy Bunting, so that's amazing. So we have about $16 million available, and we still need a receiver. We're going to sign Josh Reynolds just to hold it down for right now. This has another one of those like good depth receivers, but we're going to have to figure out how to get get more out of these guys. I mean, for D-line, we got Umene, I want to keep him. There. Tierre Tart, I think that's his name. Yeah, Tierre Tart. We could just leave it at that. Could just leave him there. We're trying to give Alton Robinson a deal. We need a left outside linebacker. We're looking for a run stopper apparently, so we're gonna have to just try to draft someone. And then, yeah. So let's go to the next week of free agency. So we got the backups. So basically, we got the backups, which is perfect. So now we can go into the draft. Our top need is a left outside linebacker. And surprisingly, we do need a receiver. So let's see what we get here. We got our pick is 17th. So hopefully, there's a gem left for us. All right, for the left outside linebacker position, we are looking for a gem nonetheless. We got a kid named Daniel Woodard. He's a run stopper, mid-first rounder. He would fit our scheme. We're going to pick him up immediately, 75 overall. He's going to be our new starter. So that's perfect. Daniel Woodard from Florida State. And then we're going to go to our third-round pick. Now, here we are in the third round here. Hopefully there's a first-round receiver that's still here. That'd be nice, but I doubt it. Yeah, there isn't one. Maybe there's a gem for the D-tackle position. Nope, not from the looks of it. Third round doesn't really have much going on right now. Maybe we could go tackles. Nothing. Not even with the tackles either. Yeah, so nothing going on there. So we're going to leave the rest of the simulation up to the draft. Or up to the CPU. So now looking at the draft recap, we end up getting a receiver, Ben Holloway, Paul Vereen, a running back, another receiver, a guard, and a safety. So the simulation tried showing up what they thought we had were needs. We have 19 active receivers, but our receivers are trash. So I think I might just, help Deshaun out, trade for like a solid like 80 overall receiver to help him out. All right. So as we're looking for a receiver, maybe we could try trading a third for Jamar Chase to pair up with, or for T. Higgins too. Either one of those could work. They said they need significantly more value. The Bengals have a lot of receivers. Maybe we could try a third for Jerry Jeudy. Oh, that would work. A third, and we could throw in like next year. We have multiple sevens, so we could throw in our 7 too. But so we just picked up Jerry Jeudy as a target for Deshaun Watson. The Deshaun Watson to Jerry Jeudy offense. That might be really fire. I want to take a look at the lineup. So, offensive line, not too bad. We have some good backups here. Tight end, Dalton Schultz, who's chilling. Receivers, we got Jerry Jeudy now, Josh Reynolds, Anthony Miller, and Nico Collins. Our running backs are pretty good, too. So, offense is looking pretty nice now. Defense, D-line, it's getting up there, Getting up there for sure. Linebackers are doing pretty solid. We got that rookie we drafted as well. We also have Sean Murphy Bunting, one of our new signings, so he's just going to help us out a lot. We still need to get some free agents, though, because I saw that we only have 3 corners and just 2 safeties. So we're going to see what corners are available here. We got Amani Oruwariye. Not too bad. We're going to sign him. We can pick him up. Gives us some hope. And then, just so we have a 5th corner, I guess, we could sign maybe a slot corner. Or we sign my boy Josh Jackson. Why not? We sign him to the team too. And then We just need a third tight end from when I was last looking at it. So we could get Christopher Herndon, just so we have that full team, you know what I'm saying? Just so we have, just in case there's any injuries happen. So now that we picked up those guys, let's sim past this season and see if we could get into the playoffs. We ended up going 2-15. We went 2-15 with our team. That's insane. That we were just 9-8. How did we go 2-15? Our last win came just at the end of the season. Okay. How did we go 2-15? That doesn't make sense. Our offense is 28th. Deshaun was 8th in passing yards. Okay. Defense was 25th. I'm sorry. Defense regressed. 28 touchdowns, 13 picks. Running backs didn't do much. Receivers were alright. But what happened? No one got a sack. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the 4-6 defense did not work out. That's on me because our team lead had 1.5 sacks. That is not a good sign at all. That is not. Wow, I messed it up. I messed it up bad. So we're gonna change our lineup again. That 4-6 defense did not work out, and I know everyone probably wants to leave. Everyone's like, yeah, like we're never playing for this dude again. Like it's crickets. So we're just gonna change to a 3-4. Leave it at that. Just leave it at that as a 3-4 defense. Okay, I did not mean to have a bad season like that. Deshaun Watson, I still want to keep you around, so my fault for messing up your career. But we're gonna get him into the playoffs and get him a Super Bowl. I did not expect us to go 2-15. That's insane. Super Bowl this year is Buccaneers Titans. See who takes the Titans. End up scraping the Buccaneers 33-7. And if we look at the recap, Jayon Brown won Super Bowl MVP. Joe Mixon won NFL MVP. Colin Kaepernick was on the Buccaneers and won Offensive Player of the Year. This season was just all over the place. Joe Mixon winning NFL MVP. Okay. All right, so we're in the re-signing process, and I know a lot of people are not going to want to stay. Jerry Jeudy, hello. Can you please stay with us? Why are you wearing 38? Okay, I guess. We get Jerry Jeudy back long term. Josh Jackson, one of our backup corners. We get him back. We got Amani Oruwariye. We're going to re-sign him too to a 1-year deal. He's going to test free agency, so we let him go. Christopher Herndon, hello. We get him back as our third. Laramie Tunsil wants to leave. He wants a lot of bread. But he's pretty solid. He's pretty solid. He holds it down for us. He's not interested in signing. If we franchise tag him, it'll be a $26 million contract, so we're going to have to let him go. Joey Sly, our kicker, give him a 2-year deal. He's back onto the squad. Patrick McCarry, our center that we picked up, even though his morale is down because we just had a terrible season, we're going to get him back too. Charles Omenihu, of course, going to re-sign him. And then we got Ross Blacklock, one of our depth of D tackles. We get him back too. Forrest Lamb, we're going to let go. Vernon Hargreaves, I want to see if we can keep him around. We do. Cameron Johnson, our punter. We lose him. Surprisingly. Kamal Martin, we get him back. The rest of these guys we're going to let go. So we have some moves to make. So changing to that 4-6 defense did not help us out whatsoever. I did not mean to mess up the Texans. Maybe I shouldn't have changed it because if it's not broke, don't fix it. But we don't have a right guard. We don't have a left tackle. We don't have a lot of things. But what I will say, though, is that we have heart. All right, let me stop. We're going to sign Austin Jackson just in case we don't get another left tackle. Center, we still got McCarry, so he's good. Just want to maybe sign a back for him like Mustafier. And then right guard, Will Hernandez, we're going to try to pick him up. He wants a 1-year deal, close to $5 million. Should be pretty solid. Right tackle McGlinchey still solid, of course. Greg Rousseau. Maybe we could try signing him to a deal. He'll be our backup to Charles. And at D tackle, tackle's position is not looking too crazy, so we're gonna try to sign Devon Hamilton. See if that works. Big body in the middle should help us out a lot. Wow, the Saints are so interested in him. All right, maybe let's try Doug Costin because he does have that star potential. So Doug Carson. Right end, we have Callaway still. Left outside linebacker is good. Middle linebacker is all right. Could sign one more. Maybe Drew Tranquil. Could help us out in the middle. Right outside linebacker, we have Zach Cunningham still. Corners are still good. Safeties are chilling. Kicker and punter is all good. We're going to try to sign Johnny Hecker. Why not have the best punter in the game if he's available? Boom. And then let's see. We messed up pretty bad though. We messed up pretty bad this year. So as we advance to next week, we ended up getting everyone except Greg Rousseau, so we could just end up drafting a backup left end. We also got Austin Jackson. We still need a left tackle though, so that's gonna be our biggest need in the draft. And let's see what happens. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. So we have the first pick in the draft, obviously, and they got QBs available. We're not looking for a quarterback. We're looking for a left tackle. Of course, they do not have any left tackles available. D-line, they got a kid named Connor Mackey. They got a kid named Andy Toon. I just want to see if there's any gems here. They got some D tackles here. They got Ben Claiborne, who's an early first. And they also have a Rashad Bradshaw, who's pretty solid. D tackle, they have a kid named Darren Mays, actually. Middle linebacker, they got a couple guys here. John Spears. Right outside linebacker, they have a kid named Trent Cleary. We could go with that right end, just add more depth to our D-line for sure, like in Ben Claiborne. But I'm gonna trade back, see if we can get more, and then we could possibly you know, keep moving up in the draft. So let's trade back. So we're in the 2024 draft. Let's see, they're giving us a first and a second for next year. So since we're in the 2024, Rams want my pick bad. Jets want it too, but they don't have a first, so they're willing to give up next year's first, next year's third, and this year's fourth. I'm gonna give it to the Jets. There's nothing really that I want there, so I gave it to the Jets, and what I'm gonna do is just advance that in the draft, because there's nothing we can really do in the draft right now. So now, if you look at the draft recap, we still need a left tackle for sure, but we end up getting a right guard, tackle, receiver, running back, receiver, and a D tackle. Not too bad. Yeah, so this next season has to be our best season, or realistically we would get fired. So let's go to the trade center, make a block. Well, the Washington football team they look nice. So we only have Jerry Jeudy as a receiver, but we need more. So I'm willing to mortgage some of our picks for some help. For some help, honestly. So left tackle, I feel like we gotta definitely help ourselves out here. Get someone that's just solid, you know, someone who's just solid, who will definitely hold it down. And let's see who's available. I mean, not like maybe we could try Mekhi Becton. I feel like Mekhi Becton's really good. I mean, not feel like he is good. He's at 88. You got David Bakhtiari, Carl Fryer. He's allowed 22 sacks though. Damn, that's a lot. Isaiah Wynn, he's only allowed 27 sacks. A second straight up for Isaiah Wynn. So a second and a fifth for Isaiah Wynn, pretty solid, I'd say. We got our new starting left tackle, and then since we still have our first and a third, we got multiple ones and threes. We're gonna try to trade that for another top tier receiver. See if that helps out things. And then we're gonna take a look at the squad, and then we're gonna advance. So let's take a look at what we got. We got an 11th pick. So first and a third for someone's a top tier receiver. Jamar Chase would be pretty nice to pick up, but we obviously can't realistically get him. Maybe get D-Hop back onto the team, which would not work. Maybe Mecole Hardman. Maybe a first and a third for Mecole Hardman. Boom. So we get a speed option that helps out the team a lot. We gave up a first and a third for him. Now that we did that, defense should be looking pretty solid now too. Corners are not too bad. We got 4 corners who can hold it down. Linebackers are actually looking pretty solid. D-line's looking pretty good. We got Doug Carson here holding it down. We just need a backup left end, but I think we'll be all right there. Yeah, we just need a backup left end. Tight end is not too bad either. Receivers, we got Mecole and Jerry Jeudy, so that's an interesting core we have there. Phil Lindsay, Jamal Williams going to be holding it down for us again. So, and maybe a 4. Maybe we just mortgage like our 3rd rounder then for another left end, and then we should be pretty solid. Then I feel like we should make the playoffs. There shouldn't be no BS with that. So let's try it. A 4th for someone's left end. Honestly, we should probably go for like a solid left end at this point. Like, might as well like break the bank for someone that's like pretty solid. Like Kwity Paye onto our team would be amazing. They probably want a 1st though. We give a 1st straight up for Kwity Paye, and it goes right through. So we just mortgaged a lot, but it's for the benefit and for giving Deshaun Watson the team he needs to succeed. So if you look at the offense, now we got a solid offensive line. We got Mecole Hardman and Jerry Jeudy, 2 solid receivers for Deshaun Watson. And then defense, we got some good linebackers. We got Kwity Paye on the D-line now, helping us out tremendously. Corners, we got Murphy Bunting and Desmond King. So this should be a good season. So let's into the playoffs and see if that's the case. We ended up going 9-8. Damn, another losing season. I'm not a fan of that. Like, I mean, not a losing season, but we didn't make the playoffs because we went 9-8. Forgot our division is tough too, so it's a little bit annoying. But let's take a look at how we did statistically. Our offense was 27th. How's our offense that bad? That's kind of weird. But our defense was 17th. Deshaun Watson, 33 touchdowns, 11 picks. Nothing too crazy with the running backs. We had 2 1,000-yard receivers in Callaway and Hardman, or Holloway and Hardman. So that's pretty nice. Defense, good amount of picks. Not a lot of sacks though, so that needs an upgrade for sure. We got a good amount of interceptions though. We probably got to try one more season, and we're gonna use all of our stat points in this. Why not? Let's use all of our stat points and make this one the best season yet. So if we look at the season recap, Cowboys won the Super Bowl, Dak won MVP, Mahomes won MVP, TJ Watt was Defensive Player of the Year. Pretty interesting how that came out to be. And now we're about to re-sign players. We have about $94 million available in salary, and to re-sign our guys here, probably Deshaun Watson is number 1. Kwity Paye needs to get re-signed. Yeah, we'll re-sign him. We'll re-sign him for sure. We get him back long term. Then we got Desmond King. He wants 1 year, $10 million. I think we're gonna let him go. It's been a great ride with him though. We got Johnny Hecker. He wants to test free agency. Keanu Neal has been solid holding down the middle for us, so we're going to see if we can re-sign him. We cannot. He's going to go. Will Hernandez wants to run away from us, so we're going to see if we get him on a deal here. He wants to test free agency as well. I'm not going to use the franchise tag. Zach Cunningham regressed heavily. Charles Omenihu, he's just there for depth now, so he's going to test free agency too. Brevin Jordan, one of our young tight ends. Yo, they all want to test free agency. Everyone thinks they're a big baller now. This is crazy. Everyone's a big baller now. Like, we'll have a lot of cap if you guys don't re-sign. Josh Jackson, what do you want to do? Give you 1 year, $2 million. You think free agency will be better? These guys want to test free agency? Be my guest. I mean, we'll have a lot of money left over. We'll have tons of money. So, going to next week in a free agency. Now, this should be where we go crazy. This is exactly where we wanted to be. And we're in a position to just eat, literally. So corners, the corners available. If there's any young guys available, we got Christian Fulton, who we can give a deal to. Christian Fulton gets a deal, and then we're gonna sign 1 veteran just to pair up. And I think we'll go with James Bradbury just to pair him up on our team. And then safeties are good. Kicker, punter. Still need a punter. We'll just sign J.K. Scott for right now. And then right out to linebacker. They're looking for a speed rusher, but anyone could really work. So Chandler Jones on a 1-season deal with us. That could be solid. That could be fire. So he could provide that veteran leadership that we were looking for. And then middle linebackers. We got Nick Bolton here. He looks like a beast. So we're going to see if we can get Nick Bolton. He's only 5'11", though. But, oh, wow. Wow. Everyone in our division trying to... Oh, wait, Colts are trying to get him. So that means they see a lot in him. So we're going to try to see if we can get him. 127 total points. Puts us in first for him. Pretty okay. Pretty solid. We're going to sign it back up in the Adeta Kanumbo. Ogujanendi. I think that's how you say his name. Right end. I want to try Aaron Donald so bad. I really do. But I just do not think that's reasonable. But, you know, Aaron Donald could, you know, 34 years old. He could be on a mission right now. So let's, honestly, I'm going for it. Let's try to get Aaron Donald. We're 13th. Wow. Aaron Donald's a game changer. He's a game changer. Like, he'll wreck the game. And I think we should try to go for him. That puts us at 5th. Us giving him that much. So maybe his salary has to be crazy. And his bonus has to be crazy too. 115 total points. Puts us at 3rd. Holy crap. Alright, so a 13.5 and then a 14. That should work. That should put us above the crop. It does. D tackles is good. Left end is good. Right tackle is good. Offensive line. Ooh, I mean, we could try to sign Dylan Reynolds. See if that works. He'll be a huge guard though. Center. Josh Myers, our Packers center. We're gonna pick him up. Left guard is okay. Left tackle is good too. Tight end is good. Receivers, our receivers are good. I'm pretty sure. Philip Lindsay and Paul Vereen. I think we're good on them. I could draft the running back too, so that wouldn't hurt doing that. Zach Wilson's a free agent. Zach Wilson's a free agent. That's very surprising. We're going to sign Josh Rosen. 7-year deal. Backup QB vibes. And then let's see if these go through. So we ended up getting rejected by Aaron Donald. We got everyone else though. Literally everyone else. So that worked out. We tried to give Aaron Donald the world. He did not want to come to us. Josh Rosen rejected us too. Wow. That's very surprising. That is actually very surprising to me. So we have a lot of money still left over. And I'm going to sim past the draft because we traded away a lot of our picks. So I'm going to simulate the draft. Now, if you look at the draft recap, so we ended up getting a safety, a couple safeties, D tackle, corner, and a guard. So kind of position that we really didn't need to address, but that's okay nonetheless. So we have an 84 offense, 82 defense. Isaiah Wynn's back from injury, so that's why we did get that backup for sure. So let's take a look at the team, see if there's any last minute things we could do. So this is the offense. Got good receivers, great receivers actually. Great offensive line, and not great but solid. We do need a new running back, so I feel like that'd be a huge thing we pick up. Linebackers are really interesting, same with our D-line. It's very interesting what we got going on there. But got Chandler Jones now. He'll be pass rushing for us. And I think I want to get rid of Philip Lindsay. Only because he's been on the team for a long time now. And I just feel like it's about time we get past him. So it's been great having him. But we're going to release him. Make some cap, even though we don't even need to release him for cap. But we did that just so we can get more out of see if we could get anything else. Let's see if there's any free agent running backs that could work. Harrison Butker is a free agent. Very interesting. Running backs, nothing too crazy for running backs, so we're going to even act like we didn't even see that. But I want to go to the trade center now, see if there's anything available. We got a first and a... Alright. Maybe not a first. Maybe a second straight up could get us a running back that we want. So, Joe Mixon's a 97. I mean, Joe Mixon wouldn't work, but it was worth a shot trying to give him that. Broncos got Javonte Williams and Eric Stanley. Nick Chubb, Larry Moulds, and Ben Leslie. Ronald Jones and Cole Wootman for them. Aaron Jones for the Cardinals. Naeem Hines and Austin Eckler on the Chargers. Jonathan Taylor. We could try Jonathan Taylor. No, he's too high of an overall. We need someone that's like kind of lower. Travis Etienne signed with the Cowboys. Very interesting. Maybe we could try it straight up. We'd like to go in that direction, but we're going to need a little bit more. All right, a second and a 4. Boom. So we just got Travis Etienne. Helps us out a lot. We got our new running back, number 1, and we have Paul Reed backing him up. And then we're going to sign just one more corner because our depth chart is looking pretty slim. So, and with that being said, we could sign Isaac Yodom just to be a backup for us. Not too bad. So now this season should be our best season yet. We're going to sim pass it and hope that we can finally make the playoffs. So we actually did make the playoffs. We went 8 and 9. Oh man. Oh, 8 and 9. Damn. Texans, man. What do we do? What do we do with you guys? We have 177 million in cap. Do we change QBs? Like, offense was 15th. So Deshaun Watson 35 passing TDs, 11th passing. Defense was 20th. I mean, 35 touchdowns, 16 picks. Travis Etienne wasn't that crazy. Ben Holloway's just been eating. He's been our best receiver. 14 touchdowns, 1,400 yards, 96 catches. So he's been unstoppable. Sacks, Ben Callaway did his thing. Chandler Jones has been all right. Interceptions, he had a good amount, but not the most, but not the best. Like, what do we do from here on out? Like, what do we do? We have 177 million available in cap. Chiefs, Saints for the Super Bowl. It makes me think, is Ben Holloway also got an upgrade as well? So he probably made like the Pro Bowl for sure. But we didn't even look at it. No, he definitely 1,400 yards and 14 TDs. Yeah, definitely made the Pro Bowl. But Chiefs beat the Saints 38-21. And if we look at the recap, Christian McCaffrey won Offensive Player of the Year and MVP. Mahomes won Super Bowl MVP. So I feel like I don't want to move on from Deshaun because I feel like he's still pretty solid. So all right, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck because Deshaun's already 30. He hasn't been to the Super Bowl. You know, he might not even want to re-sign with us. But we're going to try our best anyways. Give him the most money that we can. And then hopefully he signs with us for 170 million over 4 years. He does. We have Mecole Hardman, one of our great targets too. See if he wants to re-sign with us. 4-year deal, we get him back. We got Isaiah Wynn, our backup, our starting left tackle. He wants a 2-year deal. We have enough cap room for him. So he wants to test free agency though, so we're going to let him go. Mike McGlinchey, we give him a solid deal as well. We got some good money, 2 years, 18 mil, we get him back. Sean Murphy Bunting, he's 29 now. Let's see if we get him back for a 1-year deal. We do. James Bradbury, we're going to let go. Bro, Derek York, our strong safety. We're going to re-sign him too because why not? We get him back. We got Dalton Schultz. We're going to let him go. Chandler Jones, we're going to let go. Ben Callaway, though. One of our better players that we drafted from OSU. So we're going to try to re-sign him. We do. We got Doug Costin, who's been holding it down for us in the middle. So give him a deal I think he deserves as well. 1 year, 8 mil. He's just not interested in signing. Franchise tag would be 19 million, so we lose out on him. Patrick McCarry, he's now an 80 overall. He's been on the squad for a minute. We give him a deal. We get him back long term for 2 years. Dylan Reynolds, we picked him up this year. I mean, he was probably all right. So we're just gonna see if we sign him to that. Joey Sly, our kicker, always on another wavelength, but we get him back. Ernest McAllister, we need to re-sign you because we are about to lose Doug Costin. So Ross Blacklock, same thing. So a lot of our starters are really trying to leave, which is very interesting to see. But there's one more season. Ooh, Ross Blacklock's gone. We got Austin Jackson trying to leave too. We'll give him a 1-year deal. He's back. We got Ben Thurston. He's one of our backup guards, but he's been more than reliable. So we're going to see if we sign him. We do. Max Sharping. I just like how many offensive guards we had that are pretty solid. So I just want to get them all back. We also have Josh Myers here, who's our backup center. I don't think it's too bad. Yeah. Kamal Martin. He's been one of our depth middle linebackers too. We get him back too. We're re-signing a lot of our dudes, but and we also have Julian Young. We re-sign him to the deal. Why not? He's gonna help us out for sure. Give him like 4 years over 2 years. So we re-signed majority of our guys who were trying to leave. So Now we're in the free agency. This should be the last one that we try. It's gonna be a tough one. It's definitely gonna be a tough one. But Aaron Donald's a free agent. Since you disrespected us before, we're not going back to you. Mike Gesicki's here. Maybe we pick him up. He's 30 years old though, but he could be a gem that could work out for us. So who knows? Quarterbacks, we could go just to have a backup. Go Ian Book. Give him a 3-year deal. He's just backing up Deshaun. Running backs are good. Receivers are good. Tight end is good. Left tackle. We got Jonathan Warren here. We're going to try to see if we could pick him up. He looks pretty solid. He's 6'7", 321 pounds. He's only 26. Try to give him a hefty deal too. Rest of the offensive line is pretty solid though. It's pretty straight. Quiddy Pace here. D tackle. We got a kid named Broderick Matthews. See if we give him an offer. Right end. I like Callaway. Callaway definitely deserves a spot on the team. So we're gonna keep Callaway as one of our gems. Linebackers are pretty solid. We're gonna just sign Jermaine Pratt on a 1-year deal just to be in the middle behind Nick Bolton. Right outside linebacker, surprising. We are lacking. So that might be our big pickup that we do. But Tremaine Wakefield for now. We're gonna pick him up. Corners, I feel like we are missing out on that too, so we don't have the funds for a corner, so we're probably gonna have to draft someone. That's not too bad though. Alright, so we just made all those moves that we thought we could use in the free agency, and now that we advance to next week, Warren rejected us, the D tackle rejected us, but everyone else accepted us. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We gotta try for that left tackle again. We have about 28 million available. Or we gotta try for a left tackle, if I'll be honest. Garrett Bowles on a 1-year deal wouldn't be too crazy. You know, yeah, for a 1-year deal, I don't think it'd be too bad getting Garrett Bowles. So, provide veteran leadership, not too bad, I think. And then D tackle, that's what we were trying to get at. Maybe get a veteran. Maybe get a veteran just to hold down for a little bit. Just to plug up the middle. But, let's see. Corners, we could get Rashad Fenton on a deal. Rashad Fenton, give him about almost like 5 mil. See if he signs with us. That wouldn't be too bad. Just so we're not lacking at that. And I think in our first pick, we gotta definitely go to right outside linebacker. Garrett Bowles rejected us too. Okay, so I guess no one wants to join us. No one wants to join us. So that's fine with me though. That's fine. We have the 14th pick in the draft. We're either looking for a tackle or a cornerback, and let's see what we got here. Let's see what we're working with here. Left tackle, there's no one. Right tackle, there's no one. So offensive line is pretty much taking a hit. D tackle, they got some people here. Cornerbacks, I'm gonna look at a cornerback. Andrew Nails, they got a kid named Abdul White. He's 6'2". Abdul White, did we go with him? Yeah, let's go with Abdul White. He's 75 overall. Okay, not too bad. We put him into the team. And then we're going to sim through the rest of this draft. So now if we look at the draft recap, we end up getting a corner, a receiver, and a guard. Very interesting. So now I'm going to show you guys what the team is looking like right before we head into this last season. We need to perform well. We do. I feel like Deshaun Watson deserves. So this is the offensive line. We got Jackson here getting the start because we could not get anyone. Tight end, we picked up Mike Gesicki. Receivers got Miko Hardman and Jerry Jeudy here, along with Holloway, who's been a beast. Etienne back in his 2nd season with the team. Deshaun Watson still sitting here as the quarterback of the squad. Linebackers, not too bad. D-line, pretty solid for sure. Corners, we got pretty good corners crew. So on paper, this team looks pretty nice. We do need a left outside linebacker from the looks of it. Yeah, it looks like we need a left outside linebacker. If we take one more look, maybe see if we could trade for... Oh, it's a right outside linebacker. Maybe we could trade for a right outside linebacker. Maybe that could help us out. And then we should be... We could be okay. We could be. We could be okay. Looking for a right outside linebacker. Okay, so anyone that could fit the scheme, honestly. Massey, perfect. Looks like he'll fit the scheme. Boom, bow. We get him. We get a new starter. Perfect. They say we need a left tackle. We got a second-round pick for you. Nah, I want to keep Jackson. I want to see if we can hold it down for us. But you know, maybe why take the risk if we could even go better? So let's see if we can find some. Let's see if we can find some. Maybe give up a second for someone's like left tackle, because we had Isaiah Wynn for a while, but I noticed that he kept getting injured a lot. So Deion Dawkins is getting old. Jonah Williams is 28. If there's any, like, if there's a steal, then I'll go for it. But if not, we'll keep our boy. It doesn't look like there's anyone solid here that we could definitely steal for a second. So we're going to just keep up with Jackson for now, I think. Isaiah Wynn went to the Saints. Yeah, I think we're going to keep up with Jackson for now. So without further ado, ladies and gents, let's go into this last season of this rebuild and see if Deshaun... Oh, let's sim to the midseason first. That's what we were doing at first. So let's do that. Let's sim to the mid. So we are currently 2-4. Could be doing better, but I don't know why we're still losing games. We're still losing some games, but it's kind of getting annoying. But we're currently 2-4. Maybe we could all right, first let's see how we're doing statistically. We're 2-4. Our offense is 14. Deshaun Watson has 13 touchdowns, 2 picks, not too bad. Running back is doing okay. He's doing okay. Mike Gesicki's doing his thing. Defense, yeah, a good amount of sacks, nothing too crazy, only 1 pick. You know, I don't know. Maybe we go week by week. So this is a bye week. Oh, we're facing the Browns, who are 5-1. We're home. We take the W, 31-23. Pretty nice. So we're facing the 2-5 Titans. So this should be a dub. We're facing Jeffrey Simmons and company. We ended up winning 28-20. Okay. We ended up winning 28-20. We're currently 4-4, about to face the 5-4 Ravens. We're still second in our division, though. We're going to upgrade everyone. That needs to be upgraded. So we're facing the Ravens, we're facing Lamar Jackson. So hopefully Nick Bolton can lead the defense. We ended up taking a close L, 24-20, but that's okay. We're facing the 6-4 Jaguars, so we're facing our division rival. And we ended up losing 28-20. So we're 4-6 now. We're 4-6 now. We have about 8 games left. So hopefully, or I think it would be 8 games. Hopefully we can clutch up. We're facing the 6-4 Cowboys. Hopefully Deshaun can lead the way and help us beat the Cowboys. We took an L, 42-24. We're 4-7. It's not looking too good. I'm afraid to see how it looks like as we're 4-7. So I'm just gonna sim to the end of the season. So we ended up finishing 7-10. Jaguars finished 8-9. So we could have easily snuck into there, but I guess it's a lost cause for the Texans. Damn, that's crazy because our offense finished 8th. We had the top 10 offense, and then our defense was mediocre at best. 33 touchdowns, 9 picks for Deshaun Watson. 1,000 yards for Travis Etienne, though. 1,000 yards for Mike Gesicki, our new pickup, of course. Defense, 8 sacks for Ben Callaway. Our highlight of this whole rebuild has been a Ben Callaway on the D-line. But we're just going to leave it at that. That's like 5-6 years right there for the Texans. And we can't do anything. So that means we need to blow up the team heavily. Maybe get rid of Deshaun Watson. Who knows? But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Hit the like button. Subscribe for new. Comment down below what other teams want to see me rebuild. It's been a pleasure doing this. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. And remember, you got to be a fiend to succeed. Peace.